Welcome back, Nerd Squad! My name is Roy Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. Comics have a history of being very white. It has been a long time coming for diversity in the pages of comic books, but luckily now we have great stories and great characters across a whole range of nationalities, abilities, and genders. And we got some pretty sick characters hailing from all sorts of Asian backgrounds. So let's take a look at the top 10 Asian superheroes. In the number 10 spot, we have Grace Choi. Grace first appeared in the pages of Outsiders Volume 3. She is an Asian American and Amazon who has gone through a lot in life. She is the survivor of a child prostitution ring who was only able to escape when her powers kicked in at puberty. She then went on to become a member of the Outsiders and became an intimidating and large presence of the group, which went against what Asian female characters were historically depicted as: quiet and tiny. Not this girl. Coming in at number 9 is the Hulk. Amadeus Cho took up the mantle of the Totally Awesome Hulk in 2015, and though he was in existence since 2005, it was then that he proved just how awesome he was. He's of Korean American background, and the reason he came to be the Hulk is because he absorbed the gamma radiation from Bruce Banner, effectively freeing Bruce from the Hulk and becoming a much more friendly, confident Hulk himself. Like, okay, if you don't want this totally cool thing, then sure, I'll take it. This gave him an advantage in gaining popularity because the Hulk was already someone fans were familiar with, and it was a welcome change from the sulking. Next in number 8, we have TIMESLIP. Reena Patel is a superhero of Indian background who first appeared in New Warriors number 59. She is a mutant with the ability to switch her consciousness with the consciousness of her past and future self. While this was super useful when she was trying to escape studying, you can imagine the headache it presented writers for continuity issues. Yeah, as if they ever cared about continuity. Needless to say, she didn't stick around long, but in the right hands, a revival of her character could make some interesting storylines. In the number 7 spot is Jubilee. Jubilation Lee is a member of the X-Men who debuted in Uncanny X-Men number 244. She was born into a privileged life with her Chinese parents, but then her parents were murdered and she was left to live in an orphanage. She ran away and took up residence in a mall, earning small change by putting on shows with her pyrotechnic powers. Yes, her fireworks. She eventually joins the X-Men, loses her powers, and then becomes a vampire. This woman has lived. Coming in at number 6 is Katana. You may be familiar with this character from the film Suicide Squad if you've never encountered her in comics before. Tatsu Yamashiro is a Japanese-born superhero who first appeared in The Brave and Bold number 200. She is the wielder of an ancient samurai sword, also known as a katana, that traps the souls of those it has slain. One of those being her husband, who was killed with this same sword by his very own brother in jealous rage that he was not chosen as Tatsu's husband instead. Next up at number 5, we have Adam. Ryan Choi was the 4th Adam and debuted in DCU Brave New World. Ryan was born in Hong Kong and was a fill-in at Ivy University for Ray Palmer when Ray went missing. Not only did he fill in for Ray's work, he also filled in for his superhero mantle, discovering Ray's biobelt and becoming his own Atom. There was some controversy surrounding his death in the Brightest Day events, some citing that it was racist to kill off the highest profile Asian character at the time. Of course, he came back after that. Fans probably should have remembered that death is never death in comics. Up next in number 4, we got Silk. Peter Parker gets all the acclaim for becoming Spider-Man that one fateful day, but there was another character who went through the very same thing. Her name is Cindy Moon, and we are fully introduced to her in The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3, number 4. She was a Korean student, bit by the same spider right after Peter, but was unable to control her powers until a man named Ezekiel Sims stepped in and offered her training. She spent several years in isolation locked up to protect her from Spider serial killer Morlun, but that didn't do anything to dull her, shall we say, tingling spidey senses around Peter Parker. In the number 3 spot is Batgirl. Cassandra Cain was introduced in Batman number 567 and is the biracial Eurasian daughter of David Cain and Lady Shiva. Due to her life being raised as the perfect assassin, she has undergone abuse extreme enough to leave her mute, with violence as her only language. Reading and writing apparently is not necessary to be a killer. She is taken in by Batman and given the Batgirl costume after escaping her violent lifestyle and saving Commissioner Gordon's life. Coming in at number 2, we have Miss Marvel. We first meet Kamala Khan in Captain Marvel Volume 7 number 14, and she's become Marvel's first Muslim superhero to head her own comic book, Miss Marvel. The Pakistani teen's powers are established after she is blasted by the Terrigen Mist, granting her the ability to shapeshift. She then takes up the mantle of her idol, Carol Danvers, and becomes Miss Marvel. She is not just a token character or someone who is going to fade into the background. She has made huge leaps for comic books with her great portrayal and excellent writing. Even Obama would agree, having received Miss Marvel Volume 1 at a reception for Women's History Month. And finally, in the #1 spot is the Green Turtle. But who? If you don't know the Green Turtle, his impact is huge because he was the first Asian American superhero. The Green Turtle was introduced by Blazing Comics in 1944. He aided the Chinese during World War II and was a highly skilled fighter who also flew a turtle plane. He was never drawn without his turtle design mask because his publisher didn't think the market would be great enough for an Asian superhero. Hello, Asians are the most populous race group out there. There's a ginormous market. So those are the top 10 Asian superheroes. Let me know in the comments section down below which of these heroes is your favorite. My name is Rory Destroya, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.